speed of light, not slow like a camel.
Attend. Sister Everlina, you know the things said talk. Please just say that.
Slave but represent for DJ Everlina.
Gaza uncle make them know so you so rich badness so you are on the ground.
Don't know the queen of dancehall represent for Gaza uncle.
DJ Everlina.
What make them vex?
6.
DJ Everlina.
6. DJ Everlina. You don't know OG B.
Gaza uncle. I have to represent.
Yeah, man, on a like, share, sub.
Silence up to the time, you know it's cartel. Representing for Gaza Uncle Channel. Speed of light, not slow like a camel. Dog or
Silence up to the time, you know it's cartel. Representing for DJ Everlina. I'm out.
Anova.
you know it's cartel. Representing for Gaza Uncle.
Gaza.
You know it's Warlord representing for DJ Everlina.
What?
Yes, sir. Gaza. Drop back that video again.
DJ Everlina. 6.
Oh God, pull it.
Gaza Uncle.
Yeah, Gaza uncle. Oi, come now.
It's your real top girl, Shani, you know, right? I'm represent for DJ Everlina.
Cross all our boss to represent for DJ Everlina.
Gaza Uncle, pick up Cyclone, represent.
DJ Everlina.
On the play me DJ, I wanna rap. Play cartel.
Silence up to the time, you know it's cartel. Representing for Gaza Uncle Channel. Speed of light, not slow like a camel. Dog or
Gaza.
Everything when we do them follow.
Bad we bad, Gaza bad we bad.
Wait the town and tell the people.
Girl boss run the place, anything let's have the race.
We've got the city on lockdown.
Hello, everybody. Big up for yourself. DJ Everlina in the building.
Big up, everybody.
Welcome to another episode of State of Dancehall. And today we have no stranger to the State of Dancehall. We have somebody we can give you some insight about the music. Someone who has been in the music game for a little while. So we have a reason about a lot of things today. Yeah, we have a reason about a lot of things today.
Yes, definitely. And yeah, that is you're talking about Prado Full Force, also known as Desperado, right?
Yeah.
And he will join us shortly because he will probably be very punctual. So he will join in the next 5 minutes or so. So everybody, please like up the live as you join in. Big up Dave Hayes. Yeah, sorry.
No, so how was your weekend been so far?
So far, I've been working hard. Today I had to take a little rest during the day, but I was up working with a lot of flyers and artwork and stuff. So I'm keeping active. And what about you?
I don't hear you. What you said?
You don't hear me?
No.
I said, what about you? How is your weekend treating you?
I mean, it's all right for some. some it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Because you have to understand, so kind of my birthday weekend too. So I kind of start from this week.
Ah. But is the actual date on Wednesday?
Yeah, it's Wednesday is the official birthday, but yeah. That part.
But you just do a whole week, or?
Yeah, me start celebrate from now, but Wednesday we're going to have a party.
Yeah.
Wednesday we're going to have a party where Wednesday over here. I think I'm about to change the time because people are complaining about the time is too early. So I think I'm going to change the time to 6 in the evening.
All right. That's a real party gonna be for me then. That's
Yeah.
1 o'clock at night.
Yeah, that 1 o'clock. So I think I'm going to change it to like 6 in the evening.
Okay.
So I think it's
Yeah.
going to be 6 in the evening. Yep. I think it's going to be 6 in the evening. I
Okay.
think it's going to be
Well,
6 in the evening.
that's exciting. And you have a DJ gonna forward and play music?
Yeah, I'm going to have a DJ that passes through and play music.
How does that work with copyright and stuff? You can do that?
Yeah, I mean, I can do it for the most part, but I think I will have to. I mean, it cannot be monetized or anything at all like that, though.
Mm. Okay, but you
But
can still play music.
yeah, I can play music. Depends on some of the songs because some songs are really restricted. You have to be careful, like with some of the songs. But I'm for the most part, I'm gonna play some music for my birthday. I guarantee
Yeah.
that.
A Gaza birthday.
Yeah. I mean, for Gaza birthday, I hope the disc jockey. Um, I mean, he's going to play everything. I will hope. So, but really and truly, it's going to be like because it's not like he's a Gaza DJ. I'm not going for a Gaza DJ, you know. I'm going for someone. I'm just going for someone who plays music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of some people are not going to be too happy with that still, but yeah, party a party.
I don't know much about YouTube parties, but it sounds kind of exclusive to have a DJ come and play at your YouTube party.
Yeah, I have a DJ compared to YouTube party. It's also going to be like a radio interview settings too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
mean with the DJ?
yeah.
All right. And for everybody who don't know, this DJ named DJ Ablaze.
Mm-hmm. DJ Ablaze from Washington, D.C., Maryland. Yeah, my God, he's gonna be here. He's gonna pass through, and we're just going to hold a vibe.
Mm.
I mean, it's going to be requests. There's a lot of requests going to me. I don't know if I'm gonna say everybody requests, but just know say there are going to be some requests, and people are going to pass through and ask them requests. Some people are gonna give money pull up to play back a song or some. The most important part of this, I want, I want to get the feeling like the whole Gaza Gully feeling. I think that is one of the most thing me gonna ask for.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to have any request, I think I'm going to do that request. Like
Yeah.
it's my birthday, so I think I'm gonna do that request for like a Gaza Gully like 10-minute segment, 20-minute segment. just to refresh back some of the memories there and some of them songs there, you know.
Yeah.
If I'm going to do any requests, I think I'm going to do that. And also I go want a culture. So it's going to be like a real party, you know. I'm also gonna need a culture side. I also need a culture side. And then we can get some of the new youth them. You know?
Mm.
Yeah. I was thinking
Nice.
also I was thinking also of starting from the Bunty Beanie era, something like that. But me away my mind. As I said, it's going to be a party, mad vibes, music playing, everybody enjoying themselves, everybody sending them requests, bigging me up, all of that. It's just the whole vibe. It's just a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Vibes Cartel have a song policy forwarding soon. We need to check out that. Yeah. And so as we're there, you know, how it go, we're not gonna wait on everyone. We are gonna just do what we do until everyone forward in. And people like up the live, share. Don't be afraid to be a member of this channel because perks come with that. And we're gonna start the live, start it off. So DJ Everlina, well, we're a guest and we really want to start it from now, get it out of the way. You know, this time is like, oh no, 1 o'clock. Some people just get up today are Saturday. Some people just are clean them house. Some people just want to listen the conversation. So if I'm supposed to get the link already. So anytime now we can
Yes.
see him call in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think
And
because if anything, I would hear from him, but I haven't seen. So I'm thinking he's on his way now.
so I am going to try to for the people and we ask that the people, I'm going to put the all like the episodes on the playlist. So just in case you know miss the episodes, you can revisit it back on the playlist. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call, DJ Valina. Give me like 2 minutes. You can control the panel a little bit.
All right. Well, speaking about playlist, I actually did on my channel. I have made a playlist with every show on the State of Dancehall as well. And yes, so Uncle had to take a phone call. We're waiting for Prado to call in. In the meanwhile, I can run through some of what we have planned for the coming month on the State of Dancehall. And it looked like Prado is coming in right now, so I don't know, I should wait for him. I was just gonna tell you, we have a lot of interesting shows coming up also for the other Saturdays of this month. Starting with next week, the 12th, we're gonna have YGR English, which is a young producer, son of Linval Thompson and brother of Shabdan Records. On the 19th, we're gonna have Chuck Fenda and DJ Hypeness, who's a DJ who's running an all-female radio station called My Turn Radio over in America. On the 26th, we're gonna have the son of Philip Fattis Borrell from Exterminator Records coming, and he's gonna be joined by Shams, the producer. Call Me Shams, one of the biggest 90s producers, is still active. So we have set schedule for this whole of August, and let's hope that we're gonna keep all of these dates. All right, I don't see Uncle, I don't see Prado as yet, so I want to big up some people. Everybody who reached so far. I see Creston, Dominance. Dave Hayes, big up yourself. Pepper Skull TV. Sasha Ice, big up. Yeah, J.A. Gangster. Caribbean Views, Ricky Tan. Everybody, big up yourself.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
Donovan Wilson. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, big up on yourself. Me have to take a phone call. Yeah. So the artist soon forward. So big up on yourself, everybody. And as I'm saying, like up the live. When I don't know how the Saturday program run already. Every day, every Saturday, we forward. And we try to ask the artists them what them think about what's going on or what we can fix, or if them have any advice towards anything at all like this. You know what I mean? So this is what we really do. A lot of people all the while turn out for when we are doing a lot of negative stuff. Not really say negative, but when we are going back and forth and talking about everything else, there's a lot of people make it their point of duty to be here. But when we are talking about like the state of dancehall, I kind of always notice, say it kind of slow, you know what I mean? But we are do the work and we are trying to get out the message, so I don't really worry about that. I think this is Prado right here. Let me add him stream.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, good,
yes.
good. Sorry for being a little bit late, but you know, certain things are going on. So how's everybody?
Everybody's fine.
Fine. Big up yourself.
Yeah, big up yourself, Everlina, Uncle Gaza.
Yeah, big up yourself. Yeah, man. The real way. So, all right, people. This is no stranger to music. Yeah, this is Desperado, aka Prado. But we're gonna ask the name change, but we're not ready yet. We're not ready yet to ask why the name change and all of that. Right? But all right. So for a lot of people, because there's a lot of people, let me tell you how the internet work. It fast, you know, and people will forget about your fast. If you're not on the internet every day and yeah, you will forget fast. People we not remember say even do music. I saw people stay, you know, Jamaica is a fast pace.
Yeah. I find myself I don't really worry about that part of the thing, because if you worry about it, you will be a living mad person. So if what I do is do what I can do, and I'm telling you, music is something that it lives forever, anyway. If you do it right, it never sleeps.
All right. Yeah. So hold on there. So all right. So this is not really an interview. This is about getting your opinion on what you think about what's going on in dancehall today and how you did go about it. Is I think about 3 nights ago, I watched the clip with you and Carter Lemon at the booth. Oh yeah. Now go on lyrics, chop lyrics, really my runner, chop lyrics and So I remember that you and hold on there. Before we go to that experience there,
Mr. Pepper.
Hold on there.
Uncle, hold on you.
Hold on before we go to that experience there, cause we're gonna tell you all about that, you know, because a lot of people don't know say you was considered as one of one bad lyrical artists back then, you know. I don't know if people know that boy, you know, say you're terribly, you know. So
true.
I don't know that. So listen to me, I said to you now. Okay, so you are the brother, you are a brother of one of TOK member, right?
No, I'm the cousin of Alex in TOK.
Oh, you're the cousin of Alex from TOK.
Yeah, from TOK.
Okay, so I saw you really. Okay, so you and Alex is cousin.
But people always confuse and think that is me and Craigie T's brother.
Yeah, because one at a time the whole Jamaica thinks you're young Craigie T your brother, you know.
The whole of Jamaica. That is true.
I mean, say, even if you Google it and say Craigie T brother, your face pop up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man. I'm serious. Let me tell you what happened with that. We used to always run into it so much that I remember one time we were at a dub studios. They did some dubs, I did some dubs, and we were leaving. And someone I say, yo, when I was going like someone on a brother, Ray. So from that day, me and him just did say, yo, if them have it as so we're brother, we just leave it.
Oh. So you kind of do that too.
Yeah, because it was getting to a point where people think so I tell them lie.
Because, all right, but to be exact, you kind of look alike still, you know.
Yeah, me the better looking one.
Here, you know. All right. Better for you and Everlina discuss. Yeah, Everlina partner.
Yeah, man.
But
Okay. Yeah,
anyway.
you not gonna have an opinion for that one there.
Yeah, me not an opinion. We definitely have an opinion on that. But anyway, so all right. So growing up, like how do you get into music? Like what school you attend? Like questions. I just say it's just a little thing we want the people to learn a lot about you today, but it's not an interview because we just want to skip over the part there, but we just still want to ask the people them know. So continue now.
Yeah, well, I'm from very humble beginnings, but I had good parents that sent me to good schools, and also I'm naturally a bright person. I have a high IQ, so I went to Vars, and then I graduated. I went to Campion, and then I migrated to America for a while, and then that's when TOK them and me start to link, and Shams, their producer at that time, Richard Brownie. We connected in New York, and them say, yo, forward back a yard and do the thing, man. And that's how I forward back, and I got my first song on the juice with him. Girl, them want some big pimping. The girl, them want a man who have them pan about it, champagne drinking. And then after that, I did some more songs with him. But
Hold
my big break.
Hold on a little bit there. So DJ Everlina, remember I was telling you about that song? That's his song what he did when he was like on a yacht in like full white or something like that. That was that song, right?
That was
I was telling you, DJ Everlina.
It was new to Jamaica at the time. That vibe that we did right there.
Yes, so I told you he had a song.
And that was,
I was telling
that
her.
Was Shams? Yeah, but was it Shams who produced it?
Yeah, Shams. It was Richard Brownie Shams from the Brownie family.
Yeah, he's gonna, like I said, just before you came on, he's gonna be our guest on the 29th of this month.
Yeah, man. That's I think I want to tell you when we start talking about the actual state of dancehall, I'll even give reference to him too, because he's a very talented person overall, not just with just production, but instruments, and he knows how to pick out talent. He knows a lot. Really dedicated love for the music. You know what I mean? He grew in it. His mother and father, auntie, everybody, brother, sister. Yeah. So he's a true musician.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I owe my start in music to him. He was the one, not even TOK. None of them never tell me to come to Jamaica. He was the one that said, "Prado, forward and do the thing." And I came there and invited me. And once he invited me, the first song he voiced, I did something before that with a brother named Ed Robinson in New York. And that song I had made, them time, we have the 45 them. And I made that song, and I brought it to Jamaica when I come visit Jamaica. And it happened to land in Big A's hands. So when we brought the song Big Pimpin' to Irie FM, Big A already knew me. And so I was getting a lot of play, and Big A and everybody I said, yo, cause them time they are radio run the business. You understand? Right. So once the song start play on the radio, you have a real vibe. So Big A is another person that was integral, and Mighty Mike was integral in my career starting up. You know what I mean? Big A and Mighty Mike were the first people that really gave me a highlight as playing Desperado on the radio.
Yeah, because as I said, yes, I was telling her a couple of days ago, say Big Pimpin' was the song at that time. I remember when that's why I was saying, like, a lot of people don't know, but I remember the video and everything for Big Pimpin'. I was telling her, and she was like, really? And I was like, yeah, me have one hit song name him like like a Jay-Z on yacht and full white.
Yeah,
And
man.
just
Yeah,
was
man.
I was like,
I'm
yeah.
telling you that.
I was like,
Listen,
yeah.
that a lot of groundbreaking videos were made by Raskas at the time, and that was one of them. We really put money and energy and vibes in it, and we went out on a yacht and a boat with Wally Park girls, and it was really, really fun, and it was a different vibe. It created waves those times. Rascasa is another person that is integral in a lot of people's careers at the time. Although Rascasa was expensive then, and we were worse, more expensive now. But he was the person that he's a type of director that gave artists an image, you know what I mean? And he knew angles to shoot at and how to really put you out there. So I think those times the talent level of what people were doing, it was not mass production. It was people who really loved it and would suffer with the music. And, you know, music is a thing where you have to suffer with. Not so much now, but back then you really had to really love music to do it.
Yeah, because you just call a legend name, and not a people don't know Rascasa. That is a legend name that you just call him.
Yeah,
When you say Rascasa,
yeah.
because a lot of people don't know that. So all right. So fast forward now, you and TOK them a roll, because as what me say, everybody thinks that you and Craig are brother. So you and TOK them a roll now, and we see up on a lot of stage shows and everywhere. But I think I don't know if you didn't migrate one at a time, if you go back to America, or when TOK end up fall apart, it was like we never did hear from you neither. So we want to know what the cause of that. You did take a break, like something did happen in your life,
Me and TOK, we had a falling out.
What go on?
But it's boy that one that too deep that I can take up the whole program. And I don't really want to concentrate on too much.
No, you're not to talk about it, you know. You're not to talk about it. Trust me. You're not to talk about it.
No, we had a falling out. And I think at that time, I'll tell you the truth is, and I think one of TOK issues also is that all four of them were individual artists. And I think all four of them wanted to do that. And the fact that I was doing it, and then me and them never really a roll at one at a time, and they seen me doing my thing, and instead of I guess supporting me, they were trying to dethrone me. And me's more of the street kind of youth where we would take it to them a different way. And I wasn't into music for that. So I decided to listen, man, I'll fly out and do my thing. And I had shows that I did in New York and shows that I did different places. And I just decided to listen, I'm going to do it out there. And I went out there and I did I promoted a lot of shows, booked a lot of artists, and was still into the music. I just wasn't into the actual voicing part until I actually came back to Jamaica again. But in a synopsis, that's what it was. But in music, that's what happens, Once people start going to another level, sometimes they forget where they're coming from, forget the people that's really down with them, that's really there for them, and they lose their way because of that. And that's how I think about TOK and me. I think what they did to even Shams was very low. And so the things I see happening with them now is just all what you would call what's that word you would call it when something happens like karma. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because Shams dedicated his whole life about 10 years before they actually broke out big and they turned their back on him. And they turned their back on everybody. But that's just TOK.
That's one story. That's one story for another episode. Or
that's what I'm
day,
saying.
right?
That's a whole nother program.
Yeah. Okay, so with you now, why the name change?
Okay, well, actually, sometimes when as an artist, some artists do different things. You have some artists where they will get a different hairstyle, or them will do something to bring back a different kind of newer kind of vibe. That was part of it. And also the prado standing for proud, righteous, anointed, determined one. So that was actually that's what it stands for, prado, and it was short.
Repeat again. Proud, righteous,
anointed,
determined
one.
Determined
so
one.
That's what it stood for. So I used that as my
rebranding
at the time. Yeah.
Rebranding yourself.
Rebranding. That was a part of the rebranding.
Okay.
So that's
all
that's
right.
the reason that I still was close enough to Desperado. Everybody used to call me Prado anyway from them time. Desperado Prado.
All right. So I'm gonna make you and DJ Everlina talk a little bit before we get in, because this is just the introduction of you for people to know.
Right.
As when I say so, and then after we want to talk about the state, for state, what you think about one. But DJ Everlina, go through.
Yes, big up again. Yeah, you can still hear me?
Yeah, man, we can hear you, man. I just went somewhere.
No, I was just wondering if you could talk a little bit about what it is you're doing right now.
Okay, yeah.
In the
business. Right now I have songs out there right now, but and I have my son. That's mainly what I'm concentrated on. Is really my son's career right now.
Yeah.
That's my main, and he's doing really well.
You have to tell them
he has a song right
who
now
is
with La Boss, and he's doing really well. So give me this 4 times.
Yes, his name is Krish Full Force.
Yeah, Krish Full Force.
And Krish Full Force, yeah. Yeah, because your screen went black now, I guess.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking. See, I think my phone.
Yeah, man, people, no hold on. Give him some time.
Okay,
right. So your son name is what?
Yeah, Krish Full Force.
Chris Full Force.
Yeah, he recently did a song with La Boss named Loyalty.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I love that
we have to check him out. So we have to get him on the interview too. So that means you have a son in the business now. So that means you can guide him and show him the ins and outs.
Right. Show him how to do it the right way. I think that's a lot of young artists don't have that. He has the advantage of that. Plus he has the advantage of the experience with, his friends are Sizzla and La Boss and, a fame and them that. And he has the opportunity to actually know them and converse with them and get a lot of ideas and experience from him. I have to go plug in this phone.
All right. So
Everlina, you can send me the link. I'm going to send you another number to send me the link on, because this phone is kind of messed up, so probably not going to have to give me like a 2-minute thing.
No problem,
I'll send it to you.
No problem.
Send it to you,
no problem.
But I'm enjoying the interview so far, and what I say is that right now I even have a song right now. You guys can check it out. Named Crocus Bag, Prada Crocus Bag. I'm going to video that song, and it's just an example. I did that song as an example for sure. Our other artists, them like the big artists, them were out there long time. Say we can adjust. We can adjust to the youths them thing. We don't have to bash them.
That is what we really want to talk. That is what? That's one of the main things that we really want to talk to you about now. Because remember now, you are forward from that days there, and now you have a son. So me want to ask you what you think about the type of song that where your son good at sing now. Or if you fully support the youth them now.
Yeah. Okay, like for instance, right now, let me tell you, the state of dancehall right now is in a good state. I'm going to tell you why. It wasn't like that. Maybe a year ago, if you check me, I will give you a different answer. But when we're talking about dancehall, we're going to look at the music and we're going to look at the business side of it. The business side of it, if we say that the music is not moving forward, we're lying to ourselves, because the type of money these young artists are making, we didn't see that type of money in our time. You did not see it. It's so if you have a business, right, and you're judging the business, that means that if I had the business 10 years ago and the business is making less money now, then I'm saying the business is going backwards. But if I'm in a business and where I'm at the business, I'm making more money, that means that the business is actually doing better than it was before. Okay?
Thank you so much.
The thing about it is that the dynamics of the business has changed, because, as I said, in our time, especially in the time when I broke out, the people that had real control over the business were one, the producers, and then two, it was the radio disc jockeys.
The
And there
radio jockeys.
was a lot of politics in that, a lot of payola, a lot of things that we used to suffer under also. So right now the business has opened up where the radio stations don't have that power no more. The producers don't have that power no more. The power is really in the hand of the artist once he breaks out. Because right now the artists them are charge humongous amount of money for a show, and they're actually getting the show, and the produce and the promoters are actually making their money back on those shows. So
and the all the artists them can't complain. The youth them are fully show them too. Them are fully show them. No, the youth them are fully show them.
No man, the youth look at Valiant the other day. Look at and anytime you see like Chronicle,
Malidon,
all of them.
Yeah, man, look at Popcorn. Popcorn full out stadiums. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
for us to say that the state of dancehall is bad and really, I think nowadays I would say that the good thing about it, I realize that the tempo and the beat that the older artists are complaining about is actually coming back right now. But there's another side to dancehall where it has gotten what them call it trap hall, but I don't call it trap hall, I call it dancehall same way. It's just that the youth them slow it down a little bit more, and they're getting a little bit more emotional. And if you think about it, you have to think about it. Music is all about time. This time of music came about mainly right before COVID and during COVID. When everybody was at home, people were depressed, people were like this. So there was certain type of music coming up because art reflects life. So the thing about it is that because there's such a mass production of artists right now, the talent level is not as high as it was in our time. And that's just the truth. The talent level in our time had to be so sharp, because just by the example of you saying, when me and Cartel and Mr. Pepper and Basie and Reagan and all of them were in the studio, that's how it used to be. All of we go on one studio because we want to get on one rhythm. So everybody have to be sharp with their music and hope say, yo, we can make the cut. Nowadays, nobody doesn't need to do that. They sit home, they do what they're doing. So remember, talent is something that has to be harnessed. It has to be developed. So what you're seeing a lot of times out there is artists that's not fully developed. They're not really great artists, but they have the zeal to be an artist, but they don't have the iron to sharpen the iron.
So Prado, so with everything where I said, this is the thing where we reason about. We respect you right now for pass through and a drop them knowledge, because here why these are the things where we over yourselves in random music review here in the comment section. These are the things where we talk about over here, right? We not forget the youth them a chance, because everybody never does band. Everybody never start 1 year and 2 year and expect them to be this great promote.
Listen, I'm a big fan of the youth them. So me's not one of them where you can find what come on here and say, why this is wrong. I'm a big fan of the youth them. From Popcorn is the leader at the new school. You have Labas at the new leader at the other school. And Valiant coming up as our next. And let me tell you something, TJ, all of these artists, and I'm not talking because nobody's my friend, because some of them I mentioned me and I'm not even good. I don't care about it. I'm talking about the music itself, because people need to remember that we cannot have something and beat it all the time and abuse it. We have to have something where we can praise it and say, yo, you them, so another good because of this and because of that and because of this. But the problem is that most of these big artists and big producers, they cannot get these artists for free to do anything. These artists, the young artists right now, finding them money. Them
right now,
them do
right now, more buy your beer. And what we are talking about the same thing. We are telling them, say, just because them...
We have got to start an internet beer.
Just because I was saying this all along, even what me and Branda reason. Just because them cannot pay them youth, because you cannot do like what you do the youth them. You see things where you got through, a man that make your voice 3-4 songs and not give you no money, and I say, yeah man, I just feel love, man.
No man,
that the youth them do that now. The youth them want
them
money.
Take for example, remember, Beanie Man just put the 6 them on him show, He never confirmed with them anything, and the youth them don't show up, and the youth them are defend them money. That was just an example to show you how much these youths are serious about the business side of it, and you cannot blame them, because in a music you get used and abused.
What are the product? But back then, Beanie Man could have put you on him show and you just show up and go. Because out of the lover. That not work again. That not work. And that them not understand. Jano him phone gone. Yo, the reason you're bad. Respect Prado. Jano. Up and call back. Can I tell you same phone there or go him and give you a next number. Jano, me love that reasoning here. Me love that reasoning here because this are the thing where we did say all along. The youth them forward with business now and it hurt the older man them. It hurt them and the youth them forward with business and it hurt them. The youth them say, brother, because here one no. How much years now you hear the man of a ball? Who dead can't bury? Who sick want money? Who this want that? And you them say, me nah work that way, you know. Me nah do this one, me nah do 500 song. And me not move my mother, you know. Me nah do this, you know. And the older man them get upset. Yo, we nah do it the right way. What do you mean by not do it the right way? This is the right way. What is the right way? As what the man just explained.
Yeah, the man said that he brought. Sorry, the one thing that he brought up, somebody else also brought up, the amount of money that they are making early in their career. That too probably is something.
It's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem to them.
And then understand this: the youth them no go hear the man say, me, Craigie, Cartel. All I man them there in a studio one time for show how sharp them is and the company that now work. You know do it like how foreign man do it. Me alone there, my studio in my yard, make me song and put it out. So them no need nobody for say the radio man don't have to play it. Because first of all, the radio don't pay them in a Jamaica. Look with that money get paid out. Them not pay them. So the radio man don't have to play it. Me can upload my song or people just go listen it. When me see the whole little teenager them who buy music and who are support and who are got to show them, and then me see I sing the people, the youth them song, you know. And the song them now have to play upon them song them now play upon the radio, but guess what? It have to play. Because the youth them download them own or something. So want the youth them in this mentality of slavery mentality and it not work. The youth them not going back to that.
Yeah.
If it used to take 15 year or 5 year or 3 year pan tour before a man buy a car, the man have notice if a man them never go foreign yet, and them have car and live good uptown and before them buy house, and they never got foreign yet. Before Chronic Lodge start traveling, we see him with Beam and Benz and bike and all type of something. Before we would take a plane.
Yeah.
Before when the youth when they get them they violate him the first time, the little box up. Before him take plane and go to Canada or England the first time, you see him with car, him have car. Back then it couldn't go so. You'd have to go do tour and this and that. That now work again. So the youth them start make millions early. So the man them like, yo, we put in so much work and we sleep at studio yard, and it's like them I remember when them go through to buy one car. You see them money come one Benz and the money not even have a good song. That are the problem now. It's not the genre them really love, you know. All they hear them attack, them don't love the genre. Because if they love the genre, you that hear them come out and say, boy, Skilly man got at 100 is a good look. Me see Popcorn go bubbling under. Yeah, Mrs. Skillivan collecting more, but me not hear none of them come say. Byron Messiah go out, me not hear them come say nothing like that. Nothing them not come say. Nothing, nobody not come give you them no credit when them do something. Nobody not come give them no credit, but guess what? Anytime, cause as with them always, them sound like them are say for the genre, but it's not really for the genre. It's a bad mind take. It's not for the genre. Them only sound like they're doing it for the genre, but it's really not for the genre. Desperado up and forward. Send back the different number and make the link and forward back because you did up on a good part.
Yeah, as soon as I see it, I will dip out and fix it up. But I'm waiting.
Yeah, people, me not fully agree, Uncle. Yeah, I mean, you know it's like go. As what I'm saying now, Scuba, you can't disagree, but me I say majority of man where you hear come out, them don't come talk good about the youth them. Them not come talk good about the youth them. Majority of man them where you hear the interviews or so, them don't come say nothing good about the youth them. Nothing good. Them highlight if the youth them flop. Them highlight be different things. You see me? See, Branda asks you why you not agree with them. You can't write it and tell him. You see me? Because all of the man them we act like them love the music. Brother, man them love them pocket, brother. Dance all this we are talking about. No, make no man trick you. All I man we say love the music. Me never hear a man come celebrate one of you them yet. Wanna show me? Show me when a man come celebrate one of you them. So you have to write where you not fully agree with. You see me? I make we understand. Okay, you know what you have to run already and a yes man program. So you have to make we know what you say, make we understand. But when me I say is all of the man them, the grown man them where they are now, it's not really about the rhythm and the song because everybody complain. The youth them not gonna wait. The man them go hot 100.
All right, Uncle, in a while. See you. I have to link Prado and I come back.
All right, do that. Do that then. Do that.
Yes.
All right. Bro, them not, brother. The reason why, and as I say, me now, when you hear me, I say that, I kind of reason absolute, but at the end of the day, I show you what I mean by them. Them portray the image like a music and them want to go far. But them don't want to go far. You know why? I see Beanie Man, Skilly Bang win mobile, and a Beanie Man a perform there, and Beanie Man come out for an interview, come say, all the one Skilly Bang did it, wap, and walk past one, and dog. I said, where must I say that for? Where you say that for? Yeah, me understand. So things and time change, and you did do that too, but happy for you them too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy for you them too. You see me? Hold on, so proud of you.
Yeah, sorry about that. The phone, next phone, you're dead and give me some problem, you know?
All right, madam mean. So continue where you say you reach the part where you say the producers now cannot just call you them so and just that as in a year days that could have happened, even with the show thing where you say.
Yeah, let me tell you something too. We have to I look at 1 second there, Uncle Gaza. I look at everything, you know, because I understand where my artist friends, my comrades, I would call them, from our time. I understand a lot of the essence of what they complain about, you know, in terms of when they're talking about the music. Okay, when you're talking about the music, you're talking about the beat, the tempo, the rhythm, that boop, 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 boop. You're talking about that. Well, that has actually returned with Valiant, even this new guy here in Nigeria. When you listen to the rhythm, them, it's a newer style of the dancehall that we've been missing. But you have to remember that music don't just stuck at one place, and the music, it's just like we had ska, and ska was what? The more bumper. Right after ska was the reggae. Slow down. So we had the dancehall, and now the youth them come with what they say is called trap dancer, trap hall, or whatever them call it. right? But the youth them are more expressive. Like, let me use one example. I'm talking about what people would popularly know. Like, for example, Lawbass. This is an artist where you can put in your radio and listen to him for the whole entire day, you know. And Meds, you know. There's not, dancehall never really have that unless it was reggae music like Bob Marley and Garnet Silk and those stuff. So it's all, a lot of things is how people see it and how people view it. And there must be a reason why the youth them gravitate to this artist so much, because he's saying what they relate to. Because that's what artists are supposed to do, right? Hold on one second. Sorry, I just can't get the noise in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this artist is big because obviously you them relate to him. A lot of people call him them therapists and things like that. So I am telling you right now, the problem I used to have with the music was there was no real. It's not everybody that make a song and make a video I consider artist, you know. If you make a song and make a video, that don't, me personally, as I don't know who anybody else think, but I don't say you're an artist because of that. You can't just do, you're just doing some music because you like it. Because for me to call you an artist, I really have to see your talent and know say you love the music and know say you're doing it from a real place, a love of what you're doing. Some people are doing it as a hustle. You know what I mean? A lot of the artists, and that's why when you had the chop dancehall, like everybody has said the same thing. Them chop the line, the lead paper, it gets monotonous and people get tired of it, and that's why I hear people talking about say, oh, the music is garbage. Because some of those youths really not artists, even some of them out there right now, them not talented, them just popular, because they're popular and the songs are popular and people singing them songs, people say them are artists. But I personally do not consider them artists. I'm telling you the truth. It's not everybody where, if I'm supposed to consider everybody will call themselves an artist, it wouldn't make any sense for me to even do music. Some of these youths,
all right, so
but they are bona fide good artists now. What I was talking about before is that because of the mass production now. Remember I was talking before, say we used to have to dare the art, dare the studio and wait for a rhythm and want to jump on the hottest rhythm. It's not like that. There's a million rhythms on the YouTube right now. You can go on there, buy it from somebody, voice it, and you're out. You understand? And you can make a 5-second TikTok video and it goes viral and now you're the biggest thing in the world. Like for example, Valiant. It was this thing, Father Dippo, but actually Valiant is a really good artist, but God work with time and music work with time, and the clock just stop on his name. So it was his way. Right. God just said, this is what we're going to break you up. But the youth is a bona fide talent.
All right. So may I have some things to say towards what you just said. Okay. When you say them are artists, that is your opinion.
My opinion. Some of them are not artists. That's not my opinion.
Yeah. So as I said, nobody not fight people for them opinion. That is your opinion, right?
This is mine.
Because somebody else could have considered and said the same thing about you. So that is their opinion too. So this is your opinion stating
but there's opinions and there's proven facts. Like I don't do music for just money, you know. I do music because of the love. I'm a true bona fide artist. I can go in any studio, stand up with any artist. What I'm saying to you is this, and what I was trying to explain to you is that the reason why you find so many of the older artists have a problem with what's going on is because of the lack of talent with some of them and some of the beat makers, which I am saying that I don't consider every artist that puts out a song an artist? Like,
and as I said, let me just finish explain myself, please. Because I can say there's a lot of artists that me grow up on when me not consider as artists neither. Because you like have to say it as an artist, but me thinks a Tiger not artist.
Tiger?
Tiger a good artist? Yeah.
No, hold on. Remember, you're talking either good, bad, mediocre, but they're still an artist. Tiger is a humongous artist. Let me tell you why.
Yeah, but
and this is the thing. Hold on. This is what I'm trying. This is what I'm trying to say.
Hold on.
All right, yeah.
But my opinion that you just say no, because you see what
no. That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, everybody have their opinion, and you are entitled to yours. What I'm saying, I'm explaining why my opinion is how it is, because it's the mass production of the youth them, and the youth them don't really develop themselves into where they are bona fide artists to represent the genre, represent the culture upon a level where people can say, yeah, that's my artist. But what I'm saying is, like, for example, you said Tiger. Tiger might have not been the most lyricist, but the vibe, the energy, the stage performance, what he brought to the... You ever see Tiger do a show and run out with what? Those things live into people's memories.
All right, but hold on. The same wap wap a Tiger sing, people says Skillibeng wap wap is foolish.
No, but that's okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, Skillibeng is a bona fide artist. That's a real artist right there again. I'm telling you, a lot of these young youths, are some of the best artists we have seen in dancehall, like Skillibeng. But Skillibeng, the first time I heard that song, I thought it was the first time I heard Skillibeng song, I thought it was garbage too, to be honest, But after I start study the song, and when me hear the I say, oh, then that's where I get it from, because I listen music with a different ear. I don't just listen it and say, why this a connect? Because remember, history repeats itself in music. There's nothing new that's gonna be done. You just have to do it a different way. So the youth them nowadays, that's what I'm trying to tell you, that I don't fight against no youth when it comes to music and what they're doing now, because it's the new generation. We can't expect for them to if we were still doing ska and reggae like they were doing it back in the days, the music would have gotten boring. It wouldn't even still be here. The reason why the music is still here, because it's consistently evolving.
All right, so me hear you touch the beat aspect about it. So all right. There's a lot of people there's a lot of people say the beat is not the authentic beat we make dancehall in the 90s, the glorified years, right? A lot of people say that, right? Okay,
yeah, people say that.
Okay,
I disagree.
Yeah, because the reason why I disagree is there's a lot of songs from Jamaica. Our first goal song, dancehall goal song, is Mad Cabra. Mad Cabra song is Flex. That's a R&B. That's not drum and bass. A R&B song that.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next song we reached goal was Shabba Rankin and
Trailer Load.
Huh?
What you talking about? Trailer Loader Girls?
No, that a sell goal. Shabba Rankin and I still remember the name. One R&B. That's an R&B too. Like so.
Was a female singer?
No, it's a male singer. I still remember the name. And then you have also the songs them where, that's what I'm say, we are sometimes the artists them are hypocrite. I'm gonna say that because now you have, all right, Bounty Killer have 3 Hot 100 songs. Hot 100 is the biggest chart in the world. Hot 100. Bounty have 3 of them. The 3 of them is one with Sweet Beats, one with Mob Deep, and one with
thing that all of those are hip hop songs. Michael Jackson brought you Thriller. You understand what me I say?
You mean the song with No Doubt? The Bounty Killer with No Doubt?
No,
that was Dancehall.
No, that's not at 100 song, you know. But Mr. Yeah, it's a at 100 song. But that's not dancehall.
It was a mix, John. It was, if you listen when Bounty Killer part come in, the kick was straight dancehall.
Yeah, it was a mixture of.
It was a mixture.
Right.
Of genres.
And me can go on and on with it. Beanie Man, Girls Them Sugar with Maya, one of the biggest song in it. So right now, what them are do, they was doing hip hop. A lot of those songs was hip hop and R&B. So all when me I say is, do not forget the youth them a chance, because it's not you I'm talking to, you know. Like most of the elder them, where them are beat up on the youth them, only do that.
Uncle Gaza, let me chip in right there, because this is where me and you are going to agree fully. Because guess what now? Some of the man might do the thing the wrong way, brother. You stay far away, you go up on a telephone, and you disrespect the youth them, and then expect the youth them to embrace you and understand you and accept you. Nobody's not going to do that. The problem I see is this. If the artists them calling the youth them, most of these young artists, if the real artists them calling me, well, we can't even put Bounty in, because Bounty help everybody in every.
Yeah, man.
Bounty is like, I wish Bounty had a label like Alliance Records that was signed to Columbia, because the man is like a dancehall savior. Okay? The business side of it, but guess what? Bounty is selfless. He wasn't looking to really. He was doing it from his heart. He was doing it, say, boy, I'm going to make some money after the you there. He may do it as a ghetto youth to say, yo, I'm say our next ghetto youth, bust out. Go through. You understand? So, and all he would ask back from them now is their loyalty. He never really asked them back, say, boy, you do that show there for 100,000, give me 20 out of it. But because that's how labels and everything work. You know, you have to, we're going to do something, you're going to make money, and we're going to make money off you, and that's how we're going to do it. Now, when I'm talking, so I want to exclude Bounty out of this part of the conversation. But you see, a lot of the artists, them were all the artists that are complaining and disrespecting the youth, them now call the youth, them and say, yo, come link me up at the studio, me have a rhythm here, so me and Sly and Robbie there, and we are going, well, God bless the dead, Robbie. Me and Sly them, they are shams, are some real musicians, and we're going to do a song, we're going to do an album, we're going to do an EP, and we want to produce it. And at the same time, the younger artists now have to also know that respect is due. I think that's where the problem is. Now, if them call them and say, yo, come in, and them now come in, but you're not calling them in, you're shooting them away because you say, yo, I'm foolish, so I do the music of this, the music of that, the music of that. And when I look at the numbers now, Valiant come up with a video the other day, maybe 2-3 days, and it's at 2 million views. You can't tell me this music is not doing good. You can't tell me the state of dancehall is bad right now. You cannot tell me that I may accept that. You can't tell me that I may accept that, because it's obviously there. Valiant just bust, I don't think it's 6 months or 7 months with Valiant bust. And he's touring the world. Okay, so the state of the music of dancehall is good. What the problem with dancehall is our organization. We don't have it organized. We don't have the things that, and the way that will be done is through people like Shaggy, people like Sean Paul, people like Bounty Killer, people like Beanie Man. If they were the ones that took up the mantra and the thing, like how you see a Jay-Z do it, a Puff Daddy do it, start a record label, sign these folks to big companies. Right now, we should have Columbia, we should have Virgin, we should have all of them right here in Jamaica right now, one of them building there where we have to walk up to a rail. But you know why? Because we as artists are always competing or trying to drag one another down. So we don't have time to think about building. We're thinking about, yo, that may have to stay at now, because them girl there, the people them are going to say this already. That's the problem right there. That's the problem I have. I never got the big break like some of these artists where like a Shaggy or Sean Paul. But that's what I would have done. Forward a record label where you know say we're gonna sign these artists to Colombia. We're gonna bring these big entities here so we can build. And by doing that, that's how we form an industry. We start having award shows that we respect our award shows. Sometimes we have our award shows here and the artists them don't come same way. So how we gonna respect our music? How our music is gonna grow if we don't actually respect it ourselves? Other people out there respect dancehall and reggae music more than us. It's obvious. They know the value of it. But what I'm saying, that people say in the state of dancehall in terms of like the music isn't good, that's a lie. There's good music. There's good music coming out of Jamaica right now from a lot of good artists that are making waves worldwide, and they're touring, they're doing their things, and there's young artists coming up, just like I said, my son, Chris Full Force. You have a lot of artists out there that's doing their thing, and I'm telling you, if we don't learn to harness and learn to bring in the youth them, we're doing more harm to them than good.
Wow.
That's my opinion. We're doing more harm to them than good because, and I like, when I heard the name of the show, State of Dancehall, I said, this is going to be an interesting conversation because the state of dancehall right now is that it's so big. Listen how big dancehall is right now. That you have somebody from St. Kitts, you have youths from Trinidad. These dancehall, they are dancehall artists, and they are doing their thing worldwide. You want to tell me that dancehall not bigger now? You want to tell me that the state of that? Hold on. You want to tell me? Listen. You want to tell me that the state of dancehall is not better than it was? That's why I'm telling you. I'm a businessman, and I look at things from a business perspective, right? If I have a business, I'm gonna start the business 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And now at 30 years, I'm doing worse or less. I'm making less money, then the business is going backwards. If I'm making more money and if I have more branches in different parts of the world, that means my business is actually doing better. So the state of dancehall is that it's actually doing better than it was before. We have the guy named Byron Messi. We have the next one where Prince, I don't know all of them name, but why him name? Prince something.
Prince
Yeah, one of them. I don't really know them like that, to tell you the truth. But I recognize that I recognize them, and I'm happy to see that because these are the things that show me the state of dancehall. These are the things that tell me that the music is going on, and these are the things that I know say we're still missing. Is just that the big artists them now, like see, it's like how you have a popcorn right now where is like the biggest dancehall new generation artist, like the leader of the new school. If he used to come with Unruly Records, but not just Unruly Records with some artists that run behind him. Unruly Records where he really signed some artists to some money from a big label, like when they signed to Drake them and say, yo, we're going to put on a one Unruly Records here in this place, in this building, way, and we're going to sign you guys to we're going to get it. That's how we're going to farm the business. But by just disrespecting the youth them and telling them that the music not good, all they're doing is creating a division between you and them, broaden it more. Because if you bring in the youth them and say, come on, you bring in the producer them too, because it's not just artists. Because I think the production side of it, we still need to bring back the musicians or recognize the musicians them. Like for instance, Shams, that guy's a musician. But sometimes they feel lost because they must say, yo, I wish we am go now. You don't know which way to go because you don't do them amongst the youth them. You have to them amongst the youth them, go amongst them. Sometimes you have to left where you there and go spot them there and say, boy, I mean them Shams in a par with you now, you whole of vibes and you catch a vibration off of what the youth them are doing. And you go back and make some music for them. But nobody is willing to do it because in dancehall we have this big ego. Everybody is this big this and this big that, and nobody's looking at the music. So because the arts them now say, them young youth, I have to pay them when them come. But maybe if you did go around them and really look at Chris Full Force and Lawboss song, Loyalty. Lawboss is a youth with their own way and we their own man. He give it a whole heap of strength, a whole heap of energy. And what him end up do is vice with Chris Full Force without me knowing. I never asked him to do it. We never pay him to do it. He recognized the youth talent, and we were there in voice about 4 songs the night, and me outside in the car asleep. And me just hear a man say, "Yo, forward, your son and Labas just do a song, Ray. You see me? Labas is like the new age bounty killer, you know. And him really I try. If you see him do a lot of songs or a lot of art, it's not every time him take money from them. Sometimes him just do it for the strength to say, you're bad. So we're gonna put you out there. You understand?
Yeah. Right now, we have random music review to the stream. Right? Random music review are one of them out here where, trust me, I want good reason, our nice YouTube channel and everything. Random music review, welcome.
Yo, what go on, Uncle? Big up yourself, Everlina. Prado, what go on?
Yeah.
Big DJ, no man.
Bless up.
Yeah, brother, big up yourself. Hey, I want to tell you, say, no, even as you talk about Labas, you was one of them DJ that where you know more time DJ have like a slim frame, man. So you was one of them DJ that have body. But yeah, that before
I love how you talk about it. Go on, talk.
Yeah, that before Labas time coming away, I represent the lyrics here. So even when me hear you say Labas, me I say, it come like it's a nowadays proud of this car. When me I check back, yeah, car it really fascinating. So you say Labas, and I listen to the interview and you keep on a mention him name and thing because
listen, my respect for that youth there is beyond just being an artist. Is respect him as a person.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I'm saying. If you don't, me as a bigger artist and them youth, they give me my respect. When me and Papi used to Papi, give me my respect. I mean, give them respect. You have to show the youth them respect. You can't go around the youth them and go like say, you're so much bigger or better. Oh, that what them I do are garbage. That means you don't love music. If me love music, and this is what is going on in music. That's why I say even our voice the song Crocus Bag. I think DJ Everlina played it already. But it don't get no bag of views on a rare. But if you go and listen to that song right now, I'm right in tune with everything we're going. Because he's an artist.
You are a small piece right now. You are a small piece right live I know.
I want you to go check it out, man. Check it out. Prado, Crocus Bag. Yeah, Prado, Crocus Bag. But I'm afraid, you know, so I love DJ and when I love do, you know. So and my style has always been futuristic. I've always been ahead of my time. So I have no problem adjusting, no problem listening, because remember, you know, when our time came, you know, like the Cartel, the Assassin, the Wayne Marshall, we were very lyrical more than what was before. We were extremely lyrical. Like we paid attention to lyrics on another level. You know what I mean? We breathe and sleep and eat lyrics. You know what I mean? And it was more aggressive, like, you know, take back top, we are chat something, but nowadays the lyrics are there still, but them gone back to more kind of melodious, and they're not attacking the rhythm. They might DJ and break, and for 4 bars, then DJ and break another time for 4 bars with some melodies. So it's a different style. Now, if you're not an artist, you're not going to. If you're not an artist, you're not going to be able to study that. The older artists, sometimes some of them don't know how to adjust with what's going on, so they get upset and feel like so if we play back the same rhythm them we've been playing for the last 10, 15, 20 years. That's not how music works. You have to adjust to what go on, brother. If you want to do the music, if you want the relevancy in terms of the young artists, because music is such a big market that you can still do old school dancehall, or you can do 90s dancehall, and you're still doing shows, still have an audience, still making money. If you want to be relevant in terms of now, you have to adjust to what's going on and still do your thing and still show love to what's going on.
Yeah, because you're supposed to, as an artist, as you mentioned earlier, to me, the representation of an artist is somebody who can express themselves in any form, any format. So if you get a hip hop, because when you, back in the days when I know music are forward up and you're forward up, if you're there, so right now and you're there on the block and a DJ there and them give a dancehall beat, if them switch it and go even calypso, Yeah, yeah, man, ready for the. If you remember me there and man a DJ and them go classical music. I'm here man a DJ gun song from classical. You see me? Right. So music is a thing where any beat you get, you're supposed to can knock it away. If you are a real artist.
Any one of them may give me. That's why I'm telling myself, I know I'm an artist. I don't have to ask somebody that. I do this for the love of what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Some artists, they were making a certain type of money, they would probably stop. I do this for the love of it. And when you're an artist, you can't help but being an artist. But I think what happens is that people get stuck and don't know how to adjust and don't know how to move forward. So instead of trying to find out, they complain or they get upset. When in actuality, remember, dancehall music is a young music, you know. And dancehall music, ghetto music, you know, the zinc fence them and the lane them, you know. If you go straight too far away from that, you're not going to keep up with what's going on. Because ghetto music and a music where young people are gravitating to. The song. No, there's nothing wrong with us as big artists and as elders in the game saying that is not us. There's certain little topics and certain little content and certain little moral code where by right we're supposed to keep. You understand? By right we're supposed to keep those moral codes, and that more defend with the young youth. That more tell them, so listen man, I'm not going too far. But
like what kind of moral code you say?
All right. Them have this gender thing I go on now. I'm just listen for one idiot to come out with it like say it's okay. I still don't think we should endorse certain type of sexuality in our music.
So suppose a man do it because he want to be controversial and that help push him name or so. You still not think should I risk it?
No. Listen, whatever a man want to risk in, because remember, you know, every action brings a reaction. Can you deal with the reaction? Remember, you know, you're dealing with a certain market of people, you know. So you must expect that when you come out with these set of people, remember you're going to get a certain reaction. And some people are willing to do that. But I call that is what I call selling your soul, you know. I don't believe that God, I don't believe that the devil forward and knock on your door and say, yo, brother, so what you say? How much for the soul a month? You don't know, you know. No. Yeah. I believe that when you forget about all the teachings where your mother, your father, your sister, everybody will teach you and know, say, yo, I summon know the thing for God, I summon the right thing. And you go completely against that just to get views, that is selling your soul.
Fox.
You understand? And some people are right with selling them soul, let them do it. Because they make money. And them, if them are right with themselves, so be it. But I'm saying, when you say people finding fault with the moral code at the dance hall, that will stand up and fight for. That I will fight for, because that is what brings people to dancehall and reggae music. More than people understand the moral code behind. When you listen to reggae music, you know, reggae music is something where you want to feel good, you want to get a message, and you want a nice, peaceful vibe. When you go to dancehall, you want to dance and rub it up with a girl and really. Dancehall not supposed to be about much more else than fun and vibes. You know what I mean? And even the even the killing, I think, is overdone sometime in the dancehall. I swear to you.
So you wanna look to dancehall for like certain messages. You more look to reggae. I'm gonna ask you a question. As me hear you bring up reggae. What you think as it relates to the reggae genre and where it is now, as opposed to like say 15 years ago, 20 years ago?
Oh man, it's totally lost.
Because I always wonder, you know, people always complain about dancehall, but me I say, never hear nobody talk about reggae yet.
You know why? Reggae hasn't really garnished
back. And reggae take a drastic dip, you know.
Let me tell you what. That's a whole nother conversation again, but
that's a big conversation.
That's a whole nother conversation, but reggae music is still alive. But I think the artists there that are out there now have sent a lot of mixed messages in terms of what reggae stand for. So because of that, it kind of take a back step in terms of.
And then because it was a message music, when you send mixed message, that
yeah. Okay, like for instance now, the whole thing like with Coffee and Chronics them and Protege them and the whole thing that they have a big part to do with that. So because they are the nowadays reggae, you know. They are what you look to say when reggae music, the Kabaka pyramid, them where I look for faith, which Kabaka pyramid is awesome still. But those are the people that we're looking to for reggae music. So if reggae music is still a much alive, I just think that there is a time for it where it's going to come back because it's needed right now. Reggae music is needed more than ever before right now, just to kind of balance the thing, because there's a lot of evil portals that's been opened by even dancehall, with the over talking about Obeah, the over talking about killing, the over talking about just pure wickedness. And more time the music need a balance, but the music is reflecting of what's going on in society, which there is a lot of evil, there is a lot of wickedness, there is a lot of Obeah.
So all right. Prado, I'm not for cut it, but my ask you this, I play, I really like to say it, but I play devil's advocate. I kind of too fitting to me to ask next. So the portals where you say are opening in terms of Obeah, you don't think them portals that did that opening at the time with Movada and Cartel, who them are sing about the violence and shot of fire and blood and run?
Yeah, the portals were open. The portals were open with violence on a level, yes, back then. But the spiritual part of the music is very corroded right now with evil. It's there needs to be a balance with that part of the music. And the reggae artists right now, I think they're actually scared to come out right now. Like, they don't think they'll be accepted because, remember, if we come out right now, it seems like the more weirder and stupider song you come out with, the better off you are. So if you are a reggae artist and you have a message and you realize you keep coming out with the message and the message and message and nobody's paying it no mind, it's just like Valiant. Remember, Valiant say him that do a whole heap of good song and nobody not pay him no mind, and as soon as him got Obeah, he's running the place.
And him sing Mad Out and get 2 million in a quick time.
Yeah, because the people them really mad out for true car.
So it relatable.
No man, the people are mad out for true car. I say the madman them coming like the madman them glad for that song they come. So the call a madman saying a popping. I don't know where him get a phone. But mad out a play him a video himself. And I say, what kind of man this?
Trust me, I've seen a lot of.
It's like the power in the music is unreal.
Yeah, bro. Because to me, music is like, music to me come like it co-signs certain behaviors and certain things, you know. So it's like when you see the music, is like, yes, see that? It's popular now. So the madman now, we did mad all the while and quiet. Him happy say, him get a mad song.
Yeah. That's true, man. That's true. So as me say, right now as it relates to the state of dancehall, I think that it still needs to be worked on. I think that we still need to get the youth them more together. I would love to see where everybody's very separated in our music right now. There's not much camaraderie in terms of artists linking with artists. But I have seen a little light where I see some of the younger artists them I come together and say what they are here I do and my brother do a show together. And these are all examples. I think Beanie and Bounty is one of the biggest examples of music that people can do music and still come back and be friends and without the violence. But the truth of the matter, the fact is that there's so much different platforms and forums right now that people just doing what they have to do to get recognized. And then after them do what they do to be recognized, they want to present their music afterwards. So the actual making of the music is missing. Like people need to get back to making the music a certain way. But as I said, there are artists that are doing it now, and it's obvious that they're doing a good job because, as I said, look at Byron. He's from St. Kitts, but he's running the world as a dancehall artist. Prince Swan, he's running the world as a dancehall artist. Dexter Daps is like a dancehall crooner plus reggae crooner. He's another one doing great. So the music is doing good. The music is doing good. I think that what we need to start concentrating on is getting big deals. Big deals. I'm not talking about big deals that's okay. Massacre signed to Def Jam and it's out in America. No, we want Def Jam in Jamaica with them office, yes sir. Def Jam Jamaica, Maybach Jamaica, Columbia Jamaica. And when we start getting that, we're going to really start the real growth in terms of the industry itself.
Even if them say Caribbean. Even them say Caribbean and the HQ that they are Jamaica. Could have be Caribbean, you know? And then the HQ that Jamaica.
Definitely. The HQs them have to be in Jamaica. Nobody can grow on the power, the strength, and the spiritual thing. Because guess what? Every artist that is hot in Jamaica, in America, either when them hot or when them feel ever get cold, them reach a Jamaica, you know. And what they Beyonce and Jay-Z come here. Them come here many times and do their music here. It's the whole Jamaica is a blessed little place for music, and until the government recognize that the government a big part of it, you know, them, you know, because them deal with artists very bad. You understand? Until them recognize.
So you would have want government involved in an artist thing? As in the industry of the music.
No. The industry is the industry. What I'm talking about is the Jamaican government recognizing and respecting the entertainment industry. Stop fighting them. You say, a little ghetto youth to keep. Let me tell you something. You don't even know how much violence. You see, if everybody could have keep a party in Jamaica, the crime violence stop. But because a little man keep a party around this and police are compression for $50,000 and lock it up same way, where am I going to resort to? So what I'm saying is that the police, the government officials that have the say so, they need to open it more. They need to free it up. They need to pump more money into the industry. Give youths more things to say, yo. A new school of music, something. We need to put more energy and more money into this, what we have, because it's like we have a diamond and we not really brush off the dirt off it. We just have the diamond and look on it, but it's in the ground same way. We not dig it out yet. Anytime we decide to dig out that diamond out of the ground and shine it up and know, say, yo, see it as it's Jamaica music industry, it's going to be unstoppable. Which is still unstoppable now, I believe.
Yeah. Me hear you did say something a while ago as it relates to, like you said, the sound a comeback. Alright, so give me an instance or example of that.
You see that? Alright, you see the rhythm when Nigeria depend? You see that poop, poop, it's like
big bounce rhythm.
Yeah. You cannot listen to that rhythm and don't move. Anything that they would have set on a rhythm with a bun. It's a more up tempo and more fun vibes. I think a lot of the fun was left out of dancehall for a while. I think Valiant is a big part of help bringing that back.
Facts.
Like the fun part of the music. Just you don't have to be a bad man artist. You're just being an artist, and that's one of the things that's missing. I think if I was going to compare our genre to then. Back in our days, we had so many different type of artists: Hawkeye, Red Rat, Assassin, Desperado. It's like people had so much different things to choose from, and everybody used to get them forward, you know.
Facts.
Everybody used to get them forward. When you go stage show, and me run out with Desperado, me get my forward just like our next man I go run out with them song. And those things were different.
And a different type of artist, different type of song.
Yes, because we listen. You cannot be afraid of the new. The new is what we need to embrace because that's music. Music evolves. It's going to be new sounds. When me come out with Desperado and it a mash up the place, people say, "Oh, that song there mash up the place." It's a vibe. It's something that it's something that we take on to people and people still remember it to this day. You know. So as I said, we need to embrace what's going on more instead of beating it down or bashing it down. There's a lot of artists nowadays, you can't even talk to them about the new music now and then them get mad. I say, oh, I garbage that rate. No. You're lying to yourself. You're just not keeping up with what's going on. But embrace and accept the fact and truth. Don't lie to yourself. These young youths are making money. They're making money. They're booking $50,000 a show, $70,000 a show on a regular. So you're telling me that these promoters are paying these artists who are bringing out these humongous crowds to these shows and making back their money, and dancehall is at a bad state?
True.
No, me just say, no, me just say, think about it. If the band are,
no, where you say true, what them say now add up?
It can't add up, brother. Because the truth and in fact is, we never used to see the money where them artists are see right now to do a show. We didn't see it.
All right. So suppose what the argue say, boy, because of inflation and I don't know, a bread 20 years ago they cost $5, but now it cost 500. Would you say that is a good argument for say, even though never they collect 50K, but whatever they collect would be equivalent to what is 50K now?
No. There's a difference.
Listen, no.
I lie that. No, I lie. Yeah. You mean back in the days, you could have make a 30 grand a show in the US, or you could have make a 20, 15,000 grand or 40,000 on the Caribbean shows them, because the Caribbean shows them sometimes pay more than even the States. Back in the days, if you get a show for 10,000, 15,000 US, you're not missing it. You're going to take it. You can't tell them about no $10,000 for a show of foreign right now. Which art do you think you can book for 10,000 US right now?
You know more if I ask you about the culture back then too. The artists them used to actually charge producer for voice.
Yes, it depends though. As I said, the producer them used to run the business. So the artist now got charge up a established producer who at and have rhythm where I run the place, or him just have two at rhythm. By the time him go, so him a pick and choose who him want upon him rhythm.
True. Oh, so the power was in the producer and
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you always have to look. It switches, like the power was in the producer's hands and the radio hands, and the radio people them used to abuse it. I am happy that it's out of the radio hand, because the radio people them used to abuse you. And then them
thing there.
Yeah, when them take payola, a different thing. When you have radio man who just play a song and just know say them like your song, you have to give thanks for them art, them radio man there. You know, if a radio man play a song back in the days, you just know say when him reach a town and ring your phone, just have him thing put down, because him now come there to have lunch today,
True.
Just have him thing put down. If you hear your song beat out and I'll get 2, 3 pull up, don't bother make him have to ask you, because you now hear back your song.
Jaja, no. So them thing that the artists used to go through.
Oh God Almighty, man. That's why I'm so happy for like YouTube and these things, because them don't even need radio now. Once a song bust by YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, them have them own little thing and make money and I do them thing. And I don't see why people would be upset at the youths them having different ways of making money. That's just hate.
To me, I feel like there's a bit of jealousy in it, because like a person I say, boy, I guess like your perspective. Your perspective is, I'm happy that things change, things better. You them know have an easier part. I think for some people, they wish that they were the ones in this present time right now, getting this opportunity, because they feel as if they could do a whole lot more.
I think so. I think also too. I think some of the producers and some of the artists and some of the selectors, because we can't leave out the selectors. They're a very important part of dancehall. A selector would expect say, oh, them are big selectors, so them are just call and a youth or a bus out him just like do a dub for him. No. Them want them money. them youth are not run a joke about them money right now. You could have be the biggest selector play on 10 radio station.
You think them love the music any less because them want the money?
No. I'm actually happy that they're making the money from where them start, because you have to remember that music is a timely thing, as I said. So when your boss at the hottest time for you, and that's when you're supposed to collect as much money as possible.
True.
So when him done getting money and him build him house and him have him car them and him business and him life set up and him decide to start do something.
Can do it for fun.
Free. Yeah, but you cannot be upset at the youth them charging for what they're doing now.
That is true.
I think what the youth them do have to have though and should have is respect enough for the bigger producers or bigger artists where I embrace them. I'm not talking about the one them where I bash them, but the one them I embrace them. You're not going to charge. You're not going to look at money at that time. I think that's different. If these big producers call in the artists and say, yo, Ray, but sometimes they're so out of sync with the youth them don't know them. So by them not knowing them afraid for ask the youth them because the youth them don't know them, so the youth them are gonna charge them. What they have to do is sometimes know say, listen, me have to put money back into my business, you know. But me I gonna make a business and me can have a thing and know say, all right, me have a thing for Valiant or one of these artists, or look for one of the artists that will come up, but him not bust big yet and work with him. The problem is them wait till the artist bust big and have this number one tune. Now you want to link the man. Him never know you before. Why never link him when you see him link a video on YouTube with 25 views? Why never call him then and say, you know, so that youth are bad and vice? Maybe we don't get a voice and the youth that will be loyal to you.
And then probably that you could have impact that you would enough even bring in some of your styles them, so it won't just be trap dancehall artists, it would be your version of dancehall, whatever it is.
Exactly. Exactly. So as I said, until we learn to love the music again, and by loving the music, I mean everything about the music, the young artists, the young producers, the young selectors, until the bigger artists, the bigger producers, the bigger selectors start to embrace them and say, yo, forward it, let me show you how you do that thing here. Let me teach you about them music here. And I think what the younger youths them are missing though, honestly, they need to study the history of the music. Because you have to know the history to know where you're going. So you have to love and respect what was there before you, what made you be where you are now. And I noticed the artists them that reach further right now are the artists them that respect the music, the Skilly Bang them, the Chronicler them, the Popcorn them. If you go around them youth they still respect and love the older music, you know. Them dance to it, them listen to it, them love it same way, them know where to come from, them remember them song up. I don't have a bad experience with no young artists right now. All of them, yo, that's proud of remember your song. I used to listen to it when we were in a little school and my mother used to I mean I said, wow. And you know why them willing to tell me that? Because them see me around them and know some love them same way. You understand? So them I say, yo, I can't
because them not feel like you try to compete with them.
I not compete with them, I'm not bash them.
Yeah,
you know, bash them. No, feel like say you're war with them.
Yeah, sorry. I would say I would agree that, you know, I don't know why they have this you know, vision that the youths don't know the history of the music and they don't know this and that, which I find that a lot of them actually do. Maybe they don't come out and say it because of how they've been approached or whatever. They don't feel like to big up these people, but when you talk to them, you would be very surprised to hear what kind of influence they have and who their favorite artist is and stuff like this.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as I said, Everlina, believe me, the youth them nowadays, Jamaica is like one of the most talented places in the world when it comes to music, when it comes to sports. and we just don't have the financial backing or the structure to really make people recognize it. But once we have forums like this and we're able to discuss it and we're able to brainstorm it and figure things out, you know, these things will feed into a more positive energy. We need to start open back some positive portal. Too much negativity. I don't really to deal with the negative one, them, you know. I swear to you, once them start talk certain way, I will listen because everybody has their point and everybody has their opinion. But once you start bashing the music, like say the music are garbage, no, you can't say the whole of the music are garbage. You're wrong, brother. And if you sit down on the artists them and listen to them, you find out say them have them own history of dancehall too. They might have the artists that come from them area where them rate where it was a back in the days artist, maybe not as recognized as some big artists, but that was their influence. So until we learn to embrace the youth them and embrace our music as it is now, we're gonna be stuck. And we're gonna be stuck in that one mentality. But I guess what? While them stuck in the mentality, the music still a move on.
That is it.
Yeah. We can never stop.
Never, never stop. Never, never stop. And we need people like DJ Everlina where when you see someone like DJ Everlina take the music up and doing it from the love and doing it from a place of concern and a place of acceptance where, remember, that DJ Everlina spin 45, you know. Right?
Original.
Remember, say a 45 DJ Everlina spin and she still love what's going on now. And
that's
how many miles away is she? How many miles away is she from Jamaica?
That's love again. So distance can't stop it. Time period can't stop it. Nothing can't stop it. That's love.
No, that's love. Until we bring back that kind of love where we can love the whole of the music. That means, all right, we love it from the 45 day them to right now, and we accept garbage are garbage, you know, and foolish is out there, you know. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna be honest with you. The part of the music I had a problem with was the chopping. It's like every artist was singing about chopping. That got to the point where that was so ridiculous that as me hear a man said chop, me want chop off him head. As him said chop, if me not talk about chop a coconut, go and choke him.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we still have to recognize the music is up, it's running. We have some very bright superstars right now that we need to help them move to the next stage and the next level. And we need to format a way of getting these big entities in Jamaica to say, yo, we're going to sign these artists, give them some good budget where we can make some major videos and everybody in the industry make some real money. You understand? Until we learn to get to that level, we're going to be always at this buck and shovel. And then one of the things I heard them say, Afro beats bigger than dancehall. Like, seriously, you know how much people are in Africa? Like, you can't compare it. Our music is the reggaeton, Afrobeats, dancehall, reggae music is their foundation. They can never be bigger than us. They can never be bigger than our music. Our music made them.
Yeah, they were inspired by us.
We are all of them. Some of them the very rhythm are our rhythm same way. Maybe it's slow up, maybe it's speed up. So they use so much things to fight against dancehall. It's unbelievable, bro. Like sometimes I wonder, like when them come out and them I say, yo, but Afrobeats this and reggaeton this and I'm like, remember I say one place in Africa can have all 30 million people, you know. And how much people we have in Jamaica?
More than that, 30 million a little bit. 200 million, how much 100 million?
And we have 3 million people in Jamaica and the diaspora still don't add up.
Diaspora don't. That's where I be 3 million again.
All right. So you can't compare that market to our market because those same people, yes, them love reggae music and them still love reggae music, but they're gonna harness their own. That's the problem with us. unless we start loving the music back and the big artists them start embrace the youth them, and that's my message for the day. Embrace the youth them, bring them in, call them in, make songs with them, produce a song with them, make them do it, kind of show them your kind of way and you learn their way. You know what I mean? So as me say, when you can look up Prado Crocus Bag, listen to it, and that's what I'm telling you. It's still
definitely do that.
Yeah, it's me, but at the end of the day,
Give me a minute. This was we can say one of the most interesting interviews and we have. I remember the one in Morgan Heritage. It was a very learning experience, and the other one with the little youth there, Pro by Panda. So we have some interesting views over here what we love, and this are gonna be one of the people in favorite. Me I tell you from now. But before you leave, as we have a bunch up on the 2 hour mark. But before you leave, a question they asked you earlier, and we said wait till we soon ask it back. What was your relationship? What was your relationship with Vybz Kartel, and any story with Vybz Kartel?
Studio wise, like the video what we see. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, from the first time I met Vybz Kartel, you know, we had a common respect for one another as artists, as some artists we are still tugging at the street. You understand? So
yeah,
that was me and Theme. We had that kind of likeness there. So, but one of the stories with Kartel though is this youth have a what you call an eidetic memory. Eidetic memory is a memory that someone can actually remember if it was hot, if it was cold that day. Kartel has a different kind of gift, because I remember when he did the Sting and him and Ninja Man did War, and I was backstage that day, but after the whole of that did happen, me and Kartel did link up uptown near Ligani. There was a club, there was an upstairs club, and my cousin was there too. We buy some drinks and everything. And about 5 years later, when I was in Atlanta, and Kartel came to Atlanta, and he was there, and Kartel could have told me, Prado, you know, so the last time I see her when we did buy 12 guineas, 4 dragon. I remember say it did born, remember say it did and I was like, yo, man, to myself, say, there's only 2 people I know have this kind of memory. One is Basie from TOK and Kartel. Because Basie from TOK has a different type of memory too, you know. That youth have a memory that's unbelievable. So Kartel is a youth where is very jovial, a real youth where, you know, him get into the system a certain way, and I think he brought a lot to dancehall, and I still think he's one of the best dancehall artists that we've ever seen up to this day.
Yeah, so that how did that thing that came about? I think you're the first somebody we're gonna talk about that up at Vendetta Studio when the whole of them perform. Like it just was a vibe, it just was him just
it was a vibe. Dan Carleon was playing a rhythm, and at that time I think we did voice a song for Dan Carleon. I think me and Reagan, where him name magazine him they had signed to Maybach Music one at the time. We were me, him and Basie, I think we just left voicing from another studio and we're going over to Dan, because as I said, you know, that's how it was, you know. All of the artists used to link up which part the art producer there. So that was an example of what happened that day. Everybody was over Dan Carleon, because Dan Carleon I get hot at him and start run the place. So the music was playing, and them time when artists see one another, man, a joy, man, and love, man, and you know, the vibration. So it was no planned, nothing. It was just the music I play, and Mr. Kartel in the studio, and I step in and Kartel, yo, brother, and we just hold a real vibes, a real energy, because at that time we were all lyrically capable of just making music on the spot. You know what I mean? So, and that was an example of just the type of talent that was back then. I think that we can still have that kind of talent now, but artists need to be around artists a little bit more in a terms of, I would love if there was one place where just say every artist there that make music. Because no matter what, you hear an artist come with a bad lyrics, you want come with a bad lyrics. So those are the things back then. That day is always gonna be etched in my memory for life because it was a good vibe right through the day. I think we even did done just make some money for some dub play, to be honest. So it was a good day.
Nice. It was a nice day.
Well, I tell you, so them time the music so sweet, man. Cause remember, if a Japanese I come look for Desperado, nobody else can get it with a Desperado, them one vice, that's why I always big up Wayne Marshall. I one of the artists them where I remember some Japanese that forward at dance studio looking for me. And them say, yo, Prado, forward, them there look for you, I say, what? Forward, cause most of the time, them time they for artists, if the Japanese come to look for somebody and you must say, boy, I think Prado gonna fly up, this Prado gonna fly up. Man.
Hey, a Jamaican style Latin America, I tell you that.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna try and have the food right away. Big up Marshall. One of the time, you remember Marshall, they do that. I said, boy, the youth are different to that clean out youth. So, that, as we said, them time there with the camaraderie, that's what the word is. The camaraderie was real. You know what I mean? Everybody at one studio, everybody I make music, everybody are afraid for DJ them lyrics and say, yo, this song pan a rhythm here. You know what I mean? Because remember said them time their producer put maybe 10 artists pan a rhythm and you have about 70 artists outside that try to go on the one rhythm. So you better good.
True. All right. So next question, me say, all right, so me hear you talk highly of Chronic Law. And we know they with you and Cartel. One time we used to like you and Papi used to par.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
So all right. So where you could I tell you about Papi where nobody no know, like where people judging wrongfully off or something or what?
Let me tell you something. You see, Papi is almost like Chronic Law for me in terms of we pass music, we're gone into brotherhood and family. So you will never hear me forward out on no forum and talk anything bad about my family them like that. If I have something to say to him, I rather see him and say it to him. But what I can say about Papi is that he's a very jovial youth. It come like him a still teenager right now, So sometimes the things that he does might come across the wrong way because he's still thinking like just fun. We just have fun today. Yo, we could go river and, a man might dead there wait for Papi and him drive left him and then him stop down the road and wait for him. You know what I mean? But he's a person where he's very important to the business now in terms of he's like a beacon of light to see how far them. Remember saying, Papi tour with Drake at a time when every rap artist in America would have want to be where Papi did there,
Yeah, they got what 2016.
So it's not we're not just talking about Jamaica, We are talking about every rap artist would have want to be on that tour with Papi. So these are the things that I think Papi did do where him give back to the music in that kind of way. You know what I mean? So and he's a youth and family orientated like myself. Me and Papi born on the same day, but we're different. Both of us born July 19. But we do have some things in common. And I still my brother same way. You know what I mean? We might not spar every day, but I wish him all the best in everything him do. I still I say, yo, him still my artist, one of the baddest artists out there, same way right now of this generation. Nobody has melody like him. I don't see the artists who have melody like Papi right now. But he's an artist where as a musician you have to respect him and his work ethic is amazing. Like Papi, I'm sure it's a Papi having music for 2024. The whole year 2024 done already. He might look into 2025 right now. So the work ethic is where I would really stand out to me the most about him.
Last night we did speak about that, and we are say I think enough of them something they get it from Vibes Cartel, like the work ethic we have being around Cartel and see how Cartel deal with music, and as you say, it would have songs put already for 2024.
No man, 2024 for Papi done already. May I tell you that? Him done a theme song them for 2024 we are gonna hit to already because he's a hit maker. Papi can give an hour and a half worth of shows and every song is a hit. Just like Massacre. Massacre, I don't know how we don't mention Massacre for this whole conversation. Massacre is the next one, you know. Massacre bad, but you want
got you, brother.
But you want to match. You want now, because remember say my friend them are thugs them, you know. My friend them are friends from 30 years. So I don't really need them friendship, you know. Me just telling you the truth. You understand? I don't really need no artist friendship. Me am my own done. You understand? So Massacre is one of the baddest artists in Jamaica. Problem with Massacre, him low the garrison them, him low the street, him low the zinc fence them, the corner them, the lane them. So anytime him decide to start touch the road like that, him will run Jamaica. Anytime him so everybody say, you cannot, there's no artist in Jamaica that ever run the place. Hold on, 1 second. What may I say? If you look at Elephant Man, Bounty Killer, Beanie Man, Popcorn, Chronicler, the people them that you can say the money run the place. Them after in the garrison, them after in the street. Massacre, Mr. Partner.
Him start work on that still, you know. Him start work on it, man.
Yeah, I see a little thing what there.
Yeah, I see him do a thing.
Do a little thing. Once him do that, I think TJ missing that too. If TJ is in the street more than a Massacre, but once them start really the people them really start see them in the road, them can run the place. Cause TJ is another very bad artist.
Yeah, for real.
But one thing I can say though, nobody cannot claim to them is the baddest artist until that little competitiveness with artists. All right, you know. It's not a bad thing, you know. If the artists them are go lyrically at it and nothing wrong with it, you know. As long as them not bring the real war like we're gonna really see one another and gunshot one another. It's cool. But as far as them a lyrical competition, I don't think anybody saying that them is the baddest artist, you have to have beat down who else are the baddest artists. I just a dance on hardcore music.
Yeah,
you never
basically, I say him after his street now for have because when Cartel are around the place, Cartel in his street.
In the road like a white line. I like the sidewalk. Yeah man, a real thing. You have to do that and every time I say Massacre, me hear him me hear the talk where like he must say them no one give me this, them have to give that youth the respect. Them don't have no choice. The youth bad. I think if anybody can hold back Massacre is himself. Nobody can hold back the youth there in bad like that. And anytime him start stepping at the street and stepping at certain garrison and get a certain little vibe, you're gonna say a different thing. When Papi was running the place, that's how it was. And these things add excitement to the music and to the vibe of dancehall too. I was in the street with Papi when he was in the street like that around the whole country for himself. And trust me, he was in the road.
Like somebody just asked them, say Papi on a street cred. I true that?
I don't know why they would say that still. I don't know why they would say that. And I can't tell you, say Papi don't have no street cred. I think that Papi, it's just like, you see Elephant Man? Remember Elephant Man? Elephant Man, we power with one set of man today and power the next set of man tomorrow. I think that's the only thing I would compare Papi and Elephant Man like that. But as far as him street cred, like say, him don't have no street cred, I wouldn't say that. And I would think that he would more have street cred, but probably have problems with different people in the street, which artists do have problem with people in the street? From in the street, you got a problem.
On that note, that I want next story for one different day. I respect the pass through. I respect the
Of
reasoning.
different story. Yeah, man.
We are the 2 hour mark. Brother, I respect the reason. I respect your honest opinion on the state of
Yeah, man.
dancehall. You respect the youth them. DJ Everlina and Brandon Music, they don't have any last word to say to him.
Yes, big up, Prado. It was a pleasure to have you on this
Thank you,
channel today.
sweetheart. Yes. Evelyn, are you the sexiest white woman in the business right now, you know? We love you like cook food.
Well, I'm
Oh,
trying
why for the cook food? Who give me the wire while I got
I want Brando.
Brando! No! Listen, they've got when I want to get Prada record fully clean, so we don't have that for about.
All right.
Yeah, they're on puppy.
Well,
If you're on puppy, your puppy that said burn up that.
Yeah, man. But DJ Everlina, trust me, I appreciate this forum and enjoyed the conversation. I took time out today. I hear my phone going off every 3 seconds, but I think it was necessary and I like it, and I hope that you guys continue to grow. I hope you guys continue to look into ways to make it better and bigger. And anytime that you need me to add either my input or advice or what I think, I'm there. So respect due to all of you. Big up Uncle Gaza, big up Brando, DJ Everlina, and just continue the good work, man. We need these type of forums that are going to discuss things like this, because without the discussion, without the conversation, then we won't be able to know how to move forward. So big up on yourself and thank you for having me on the show.
All right, bless up here. Bless.
All right,
blessings.
Yeah.
Much thanks.
Well, people, it was a great episode. Brando Music Review, DJ Everlina. We asked some question. I wanted to say the man take over the whole show, Brando. We didn't have to ask him much. The man just start talk. And when him start talking, like him there's a lot of artists have things to say, you know, Brando. I think two them go up on an interview or people not ask them questions, make them talk. What you think?
Yeah, man, yeah. And you see this start to what we said the elders and we have to go start say some of the elders them, because it'll show more and more say it's not all of the elders them have an issue with what is taking place, you know, it's some. You know, and as that program I continue, you get different people. So you get to see different perspective. Because you have people out there who want to talk, but them not get the chance to talk here. Yeah.
Yeah, because the last time I saw me the ear thing, they saying, well, want talk. The producer, Triton, I want talk. A long time I want talk. So it's like them want talk. Them are just the questions if you throw at them and hear what them have to say. Because as we Ima said, no, how you gonna beat the youth them if more importantly, him have a son where the music, and him not gonna tell him son we gonna do 90s music. Him not gonna do that. It's a wife of theme son I go feed him. 90s music, him gonna get no stream, him not get no. Him have sense too. And I really just him a pick up theme son. Him kind of have a vibe. Cause if you notice, if him did their own Papi Apar and him still run Chronic Law, them and them little youth there. You can hear him talk about Skilly Bang them too. So him kind of in tune with the youth them. Him kind of love the vibe. So respect again and big up Prado for that, you see. Big up Brando Music Review. Big up DJ Everlina. Big up the whole chat. Big up everybody we're there. We just click the like button. That alone is good. Everybody will make a comment. Everybody will subscribe. Big up everybody for the reasoning. You see me? It's another edition of the State of Dancehall. Brando, you know have to move, you know. And me now want to kick on out. Yeah. DJ Everlina, you know, you can reverse the car and drive out and leave the building. Big up everybody with there. Right. DJ Everlina. Big up yourself and respect that again and always. You're my best. My nature. All right, hold it down, my courtroom. Big up yourself. Everybody.
Yes, big up everybody. Bless up.
Yeah, we're gonna have a live later, people. We're gonna have a live later. not too late because unruly shall go live 9 o'clock. But we are gonna have a live down in a little evening where we are gonna talk some little something and say some little thing. Cause I big up on yourself. Who we talk about it? If my spirit take me right now, me just turn on back the live and go live again right now. Big up
No,
on
you
yourself.
need a break. Take a small break.
A small break. Or half an hour break. All right. Big up on yourself.
All right.
Everybody,
Bless
respect for the past show. Was another episode of State of the Dancehall.
Gaza Uncle Channel, speed of light, not slow like a camel.
At it. Sister Everlina, you know the thing said talk. Business seller.
Everybody represent for DJ Everlina.
Gaza Uncle, make them know say you a rich badness you are on the ground.
Don't know the Queen of Dancehall I represent for Gaza Uncle.
DJ Everlina. What make them vex? 6. DJ Everlina. 6.
DJ Everlina. You don't know OJ and B.
Gaza Uncle, I have to represent.
Yeah, man, on a like, share, subscribe.
See yourself to the time, you know it's cartel. Representing for Gaza Uncle Channel, speed of light, not slow like a camel. Dog or
Send yourself to the time, you know it's cartel. Representing for DJ Everlina. I'm out.
you know it's cartel. Representing for Gaza Uncle.
Gaza.
You know it's Warlord representing for DJ Everlina.
What?
Is it?
Drop back that video again.
DJ Everlina. 6.
Oh God, pull it.
Gaza Uncle.
Yeah, Gaza Uncle. Oi, come now.
It's your real top girl, Shani, you alright? I'm represent for DJ Everlina.
From Cross Boss, I represent for DJ Everlina.
Gaza Uncle, big up, Cyclone.